Piss Pit, we're back.
Welcome back, Piss Pit.
We're not doing the YouTuber intro again.
Yeah, you fucking sprung that on me. That was terrifying last time.
Sorry for the delay in the post.
Hey, do you have the doors still? Can I get a doors?
Yeah, we'll start it off with that.
I want a doors.
Oh,
Nope,
that's
my bad.
not the
That's
doors.
not the door.
Yes.
Mm.
That feels nice.
But yes, there was a delay.
Yeah, sorry for the delay last week. I currently don't have my laptop because my beautiful girlfriend over there is borrowing it for CNA school. So I can only edit and post the episodes when I'm at her place. So sorry for the delay.
A small hiccup, but still get them to you.
Her school's only a month long, and we're in week 2, 3.
It's over on July 2nd.
Okay, July 2nd. That's when we'll be back.
Next week.
We'll be back to posting regular schedule.
Week and a half.
Yeah.
We'll be back to posting
It's like next week.
regular schedule after July 2nd. So, sorry about
Yay!
that. But yay.
Woo! We have a guest.
We have a guest.
Who?
I
Who would it be?
don't know who it'd be.
It's Nikki.
And there's a certain reason why we have this guest on. We're not going to get straight into it, but I am going to say this week's theme is going to be Elden Ring.
For the most part.
For the most part. So
Um,
for anybody who likes, like our spiritual talks or our football talks, or just get the fuck out.
It's probably
Yeah.
my favorite theme thus far.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to talk an hour and a half about Elden Ring. There might be some of that. Please don't get the fuck out. Stay here, please, please, please. I need money, please, please, please.
Please, we need money. Please, we need viewers. Tell your friends about us.
But the first thing I'll say about Elden Ring, can I say it, or are you going to be upset if I say it?
I don't think she's gonna be upset. Spit.
I was playing Elden Ring earlier today when she was in the room.
We're gonna stare at Kaylee.
And she was like, she kept flipping me off, and I was like, "What the? Do you want me? Can I say
I
it?"
don't care.
Okay. She was like, "I guess Elden Ring's your new girlfriend."
Yeah, you're the
You
side
were
piece.
like, maybe.
At this point.
Remember that.
I don't know.
Remember that when Elden Ring comes out, to all girlfriends out there, you're
Yeah, you're gonna fucking hate it. All the girlfriends out there are gonna be angry.
no, they already know.
They already know.
They already know. It's the DLC. This is part 2 for them if they stuck around.
Yeah,
This is part 2 for them, dude. This is fuck, it's back.
it's back.
It's like that toxic ex that comes
They're
back. You're
like-
like, no, don't
They're
go
like,
back.
the girlfriends are tweeting, Miyazaki, please don't post the DLC.
Don't
I
do
want
it.
my boyfriend's attention, please.
I see those memes of like the NBA 2K like forms that you sign, which are fucking stupid for like girlfriends and stuff. They should have one for Elden Ring, where it's like,
Yeah.
I won't talk to him, because that makes so much more sense. 2K is fucking stupid. Elden Ring, you gotta put all your time into that.
Wait, you have to sign a what?
There was like this meme going around where it was like a form of sort of like NBA 2K18 or whatever, and I was like, I will not talk to my boyfriend from this time to this time, blah blah blah. And I was like, for 2K,
That's
really?
so stupid.
For 2K, it's so fucking stupid that I got printed out. But for Elden
What kind
Ring,
of
it makes
nerd
sense.
is that invested
That's
in
what I'm
2K?
saying. Yeah,
You know, I
2K.
did
yeah,
the other
2K,
day.
cringe.
Anyways, almost 200 hours in Elden Ring.
almost 300 hours in Elden Ring.
How many hours?
I'm
How
at,
many hours do you have in it?
I'm at 268.
I don't know.
I'm like
I'd
one-
have to check.
87. Do you have the PlayStation app?
Yeah.
Check it. We're showing how much time we have spent in this hellscape.
I've done 4 playthroughs, I think, which is nothing compared to the rest of the series. I've beat Dark Souls 3 22 times.
Yeah, we brought a vet on
270.
for
270
You're at
hours.
270.
I never played.
Goddamn.
Okay, so we're right around the same for Elden Ring.
Did you play Dark Souls 3?
I never played any of the other Soul games besides Elden Ring, but I have.
Hey,
I've,
that's okay.
I've
No.
beaten Elden Ring.
You
I've
gotta-
beaten Elden Ring 6 or 7 different times.
I'm pretty sure you're on New Game 7.
I'm on New Game 7 on my main account, and then I have a second account which I've also beat the game on.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at with
brutal.
Elden Ring.
And like, I feel like for people like you, Nikki, who are like, oh, how dare you? Fuck Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. Elden Ring's like the best game.
Dark Souls 1 and Bloodborne are better than Elden Ring.
No, that's fair.
You just
No, I
haven't
know.
played it.
No, I've played them. I've only like started them though, because after I beat the game, I was itching for more.
Man, we need Michael here. If we're gonna be talking about all the Souls games.
No, we don't.
Does
It would
Michael
be
play the Souls
Michael
games?
talking
Yeah,
for an hour.
Michael's played all the Souls games.
Get him over here.
Are you calling him?
Yeah.
We're gonna get a surprise guest halfway
I would
through.
love to. I need another Souls vet.
That's crazy.
A Souls V.
Come on, Michael.
Come
Yeah,
on, Michael.
Bloodborne. He sucks Bloodborne's dick.
He really does.
It's
Michael,
fantastic.
for anybody wondering, lives like a minute away from Charlie, so it's not like
Come on.
this will be
An
quick if he
inconvenience?
answers. Yeah,
Yeah.
this will be quick if he answers.
He'll be there by
walk
30
in like
minutes,
5
but he's not
minutes.
gonna answer. What is bro doing?
Dude, come on, what? Come on.
You call Washington 3 hours ago. All right. We're
Oh
calling
my
him
God,
on his
excuse me.
normal cell phone.
I was gonna say I'll check PlayStation to see if he's like, because last time I
Elden
checked,
ringing.
he was playing Destiny
I was about
2.
to say he might be
Oh,
playing
God.
Destiny 2.
He's
I
playing
deleted
Destiny
that
2.
2 days after buying the DLC.
Really?
Yeah, fuck that game.
That's fair.
I wish I didn't do it again.
he
but
is
I'm an
he is
idiot.
playing Destiny 2.
Oh my goodness.
Ah, gosh darn
He's
it.
probably
Damn it.
raiding right now.
Yeah.
No, he probably is.
Can't pick up the phone.
Can't pick up the phone.
See, I would be playing Destiny 2, but just I forgot that Elden
But
Ring DLC came
It's
out,
stupid.
and no, it's actually a really good DLC.
But
Oh
my God.
He picked up. Hey, Michael, you're on the podcast right now, but we're having a Souls-based episode. Like, we're talking about all the Souls games, and we'd love to have a Souls vet like you here if you'd want to just show up and be a surprise fourth guest. Like, we're literally live right now.
Right now?
Yeah,
like
right now.
we are like this will be in the podcast.
We're 10 minutes into the recording right now, and we'd love for you to show up and be a surprise fourth guest. And because
Okay,
we're
well, I'm starving, and I was about to eat.
okay, well we'll all
Okay.
get food after this. It's
Mind if I
okay.
go through a drive-through and then show up?
yeah, you got time. Like I said, we're on 10 minutes. We've probably still got at least an hour left in this recording.
Okay, fine.
Be quick.
Why is it that every time I sit down to play Destiny, I get interrupted?
Yeah, fuck Destiny. It's Elden Ring,
This is
dude.
the 5th time.
this was
in
a
the
sign
past
from
2
God for you
weeks.
to stop playing Destiny.
If you want to play Destiny, by all means, go ahead. But
No.
No. He wants to talk.
No.
all right,
He's
all right.
excited.
We'll see you soon.
Then we'll stop on
Yeah, my
the.
penis.
Did he say something about pulling out his penis?
I think so.
What do you say?
I think he said something about pulling out his penis, but
Oh.
I wasn't quite sure.
We'll stop on the Dark Souls talks.
We'll
and
play
stuff.
that back. And
Yeah.
It would be
we'll-
relevant to Michael, so I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, we'll wait there. We can talk about the DLC though. I don't think he hasn't played
Oh,
the
he has
DLC
not played
because
the
he's
DLC.
been doing
Yeah.
Destiny 2. So
Were you just deep throating the mic?
Shut up.
I don't want
Business.
to. I don't want to get too far into it because spoilers and
Yeah.
whatnot.
So
for
no,
anyone
no. We'll say
listening
this. We'll say this.
that
We'll,
plays.
we'll do a
Both of you
spoiler.
are talking at once, and I hate it.
Sorry,
Yeah, why are you talking over me, Trevor?
because you always talk over me.
What are you talking about? I never talk
Oh, yeah,
over
over you.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
talk
talking-
over the both of you so good.
I think that what we should do is do a review, spoiler free, and then just talk about everything.
Bro, we're like 3
Hey.
to 4 hours into it. We can't review.
Well, I mean,
Anything.
we can give like first
Hey,
impressions.
I could. We could talk spoilers, and I could go after we finish. When I'm editing, I could figure out when we finish talking about them, and then just record a little clip of me saying, "Hey, spoiler alert! Skip to this time." If
Okay.
you don't want to, if you're playing the DLC, don't want to hear it.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
guys want to talk about it,
Yeah, we
like,
can do spoil. Dude, the DLC's been out for 40 hours. If you haven't played it by now, sorry.
Well, I mean, my boss has not played it yet
not-
because he's been working.
not playing it, but how far we are into
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So, if you don't want to hear any spoilers, I'm going to put it in post. We don't know it right now, but skip to
Skip to that time, and then
time,
Charlie's
that time.
God voice will
and then
cut
my God
in.
voice will come in and tell you the time. But anyways, where are you at? I'm curious because I feel like I'm farther than you. I know I'm farther than you.
Yeah.
So I didn't play it
We're
all.
at the same point though.
I
in
didn't
the
play it all
main,
yesterday, but today what was the first thing I did? So very first thing, like when you spawn in and you like walk into the thing and it's that huge vast view. I would just like went to the right immediately, and there's
It's
like
the
this
same
Like from
thing
the
we
very
usually
first
did.
set of grace.
What's that?
Like from the very first set of grace.
Yes. And when you look at the overhang, you can see like 3 more of those flame dudes.
Mhm,
First of all,
mhm.
so that was the first thing I did, and then I went.
And you went up.
I went, shit. I fought the first one, saw the amount of health points, and I was like, damn.
The health
Did you-
points are crazy.
Did you kill him?
No,
No, yeah, fuck that.
I'll
Fuck
do
that.
it later. But I tried to fight that guy, and then I fought this guy with like this like normal guy who's like a invader boss kind of thing. He has like a normal sword. Killed him. He was like my first boss.
Was
And
he
then
the one that we were talking
At
about?
the unnamed
The
catac-
midget, like the little. You talking about the little guy?
The one where you go down the stairs and it's like the boss door and you come in and he's really small but fucks you up.
Really small, as in like small, or like
No.
your character?
As in like your character.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So have you guys fought a midget yet,
No.
No. There's a midget?
dude? So this is okay. So there's
Little
this
person is the correct
There's
term.
this.
Yeah, actually that's
I love the word midget. I'll keep using it till the day I die.
Stop
Erm
throwing
don't
the
care.
M word around.
Yeah, dude, come on. We'll have to bleep
but-
that out.
He's like this little goober, and he starts crawling towards
That's
you a little
worse.
bit, and then
Dude,
you're
dude.
about to go get it. Like he's small.
We're gonna stop you right there.
He's a
okay?
small what?
No, continue.
Oh, okay.
This guy's yapping.
He's a little small guy, and he's got this little ice sword, and then all of a sudden he just starts bouncing around in the air and just starts fucking you up. So I was playing with Demetrius earlier, and he walks in. I had beat it already, but Demetrius been on the podcast before.
Yeah, you can say his name.
And as soon as he walks in, he's like, "Who's this little fucking goober?" And then he goes, "Ah!" He just starts getting fucked up, dude. This boss will fuck you up, and he's this little man.
I
So-
love those reactions where you like walk in, you're like, "Oh, this fucking guy."
Well,
Little
that's
guy.
the reaction I had when you guys were talking about that little guy boss who
Yeah.
you meant like the character, and then he just
Yeah,
fucking machine gun.
machine gun.
Like, what?
Machine gun.
So speaking of those big fire goblet dudes that have the crazy health points, right before you enter the main gate of, I forget the name of the castle, but it's like, I think it's the final castle. I think it's Mikla's castle. There's a little shack to the right, east if we want to be exact. And in the shack,
To
there's
get technical.
in the shack there's a note.
If you want to get cardinal with it,
There's a note, and right next to the shack is a dead, like one of those fire goblet dudes laying on the
I
ground.
was gonna say I saw
And-
that too. I
And
found him.
The note is from the creator of these fire goblet dudes.
Mikola, right?
No,
I thought they were Mikola's fire.
Michaela, actually.
but
It's not
there's-
Michaela.
in the
Not
note it says,
Michaela.
"Don't you dare throw a fire pot at it when it's lit." Blah blah. Like so, I was like, "Holy shit! Maybe you just have to throw a fire pot at it and it like boom,
Crumbles.
explodes,
Right.
crumbles." But I tried it and it didn't do shit. So I'm very curious.
What
about-
the? Oh, it's no. It's probably
the hefty.
No,
the
it's
hefty
probably
pot.
because you can knock him down. You probably throw a fire pot on his head.
Real.
You could probably do it like
But it's
that.
already on fire. I don't
But
understand.
In that shack,
No?
in that
No.
shack, there was also a crafting material you got that was like crafting material, so for crafting pots or whatever. And it was
That I've never used.
It was the item. It looked like the head, the little sun head of those guys. So
Oh,
I think whatever you
yeah.
craft with that, probably
Oh,
like one
it's
shot
gonna be the item. Because did you look at the item in inventory? It says exceedingly rare
Yeah,
to find, which
exceedingly
no
rare to
other
find.
crafting material says. Bro.
Yeah.
It says exceedingly rare.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think we've probably seen 5 or 6 different of those guys. There's probably an equal amount of those in the DLC
For the crafting
for
material.
for the crafting material to kill those guys is what I think.
That's lore. Miyazaki's lore, dude.
Miyazaki's
He
lore.
fucking is
So what did you
so
find?
good.
How many did you find on that first guy? 3 or something? 3
Uh,
of those those medallions or whatever. Those.
The crafting material?
Yeah,
I didn't look at the item quantity. I thought it was only 1, but maybe it was more.
I found like 3 of them there. So I'm
Okay,
wondering if that's
it must
the
be
starter.
3. It must be 3.
the starter amount. Bless you.
Thank you.
But before I went to the castle, I did everything else I could around the area.
Did
I
you
went
guys beat the dragon? The cool ass fucking
He
skull
didn't
dragon.
bless me again.
the death flame dragon,
The, whatever he's called, the ghost flame dragon.
ghost flame dragon. There's like 5 of those.
Yeah,
Really?
there's a lot
There's
of
a
them.
shit ton of ghost
Yeah.
flame dragons
Oh.
around the map.
I beat the
Yeah.
first one.
But so I figured out how to. Have you found the south map yet?
The one with the like really pretty plains.
The map below.
I don't
want to
spoil
map.
the name of it, but like
I don't think so. No.
Okay, it's not much of a spoiler. I'm gonna say it. So on that map, it's not.
so they have an
it's-
old
so
beast.
It's not really south. It's more east of the main area, really
It's-
far east.
it's south.
There's a massive. Well, there's a south area, but I'm talking about the east area that you get with that map.
Oh,
There is a massive mountain, like Mount Everest sized mountain.
Huge fucking mountain.
huge.
and there's a
and
gigantic crater right next to it.
And there's a huge crater at the top of the mountain. And I figured out how to scale the mountain. It took fucking forever, but you're just going up and up and up and taking torrent tunnel after torrent tunnel after torrent tunnel, and there's dragon here, dragon there, the dragons everywhere, and there's dead dragons on the ground. The dragons are fighting each other. There's dudes fighting the dragon. So there's a boss dragon fighting a normal dragon. I'm just watching it from the sideline.
But it's like, yeah.
I get to the top.
Fight!
And I get in this massive flat area, and I'm like, okay, I know this is going to be a boss. I already, floor's covered in blood. It looks like a coliseum almost. I'm at the crater. And in from the skies, have you ever seen the Dungeons & Dragons movie?
Like half of it.
Did you get to the part with the fat dragon?
No,
comes out of the cave? No?
I don't think so.
Well,
No, where's a fat dragon?
you know the fat
I'd
dragon from
remember
Dungeons &
the fat
Dragons?
dragon.
Dragon boss comes in, looks just like that, like a huge fat dragon, like chubby, but he's got fucking swords for claws.
Oh.
Oh, this is the part where you
And-
gotta say spoiler.
He one-shot me like 8 times.
Bro said,
And I'm
was that
I'm
today
good.
when you were?
No,
that was the one
no.
time you were like, I don't think I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah, so I left there, and then I went that main castle that I'm talking about. So did you go in the front doors and see that boss of that castle that has the note from the creator of the? Yeah, you went in there. Did you see that boss, the hippopotamus?
Wait, go inside
The castle. Yeah.
Like up,
where the
up
shadow is blocking
up
it?
the elevator.
Is there a shadow blocking it for you?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What did we do?
It's probably, when you run up that hill and it says you get the 2 messages.
Oh,
That's probably it.
It's probably you go up supposed to get the first message,
Yeah.
and then we'll go fucking do something, I guess.
Anyway,
I got both messages.
You did?
like
Yeah.
you went up the hill to the right.
Yeah.
And,
And then
like,
up the
you-
elevator. It was like it said some bullshit.
Yeah, you just those random messages pop up. It says like somewhere a seal has been broken or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so
Why
have you
the-
gone back since then? Because that might be open now.
Yeah, because me and Charlie were able to go in and fight a guy.
I wonder if I
Definitely
went
not
there.
a hippo.
I wonder if I went there before.
Before you got those messages, yeah.
It's
But
possible.
anyways, if you go up, so I wanted to explore that right side of the castle first, that east side, because when you first kill Malenia, no,
Uh-huh.
Malaya,
Melania?
no.
Wait,
Twin Blade.
Rolana.
Rolana. When you first kill Rolana,
We're
and you
probably
talk,
butchering that. We're so sorry.
you talk to the NPCs out there. One of them says, or gives you a note about a monk that is east of here, and it says like, when you meet me, come fight me. No words need to be spoken. Like,
so you think
challenge
that
me.
when we fought that
So-
monk, that it was like they're like,
I thought if I go east, I'll find this monk, and it's like super story based. But I couldn't find him, so I just kept going east, and then there's that church over there, and you talk to the church, and there's a glintstone sorcerer there, and then he's talking about a little boy that died, and the boy's still there, and it's all this crazy.
is that what he's yapping about when he's trying to kill you?
No, he's not killing you.
do you
He's
mean?
super chill.
Sorry.
Oh, well,
Anyways,
what about that person
he-
that we fight in the church?
He gives you
The invader.
not that church.
Oh,
He gives
okay.
you. It's a huge short church. He gives you a map
Short.
to a secret catacomb or something, and he gives you a bell to ring to make a big bell ring. I don't know what it's about yet, but it's super lore.
He gives you a bell so the bell can ring the bell.
Yeah, but
That's
anyways, if you keep
Dark
walking up
Souls in a
there,
nutshell.
that castle that you couldn't get into from straight on, you can go into from the right side of the castle, from the east side. You can go in, and it's a stupid bullshit parkour because it's all filled up with water, and if you go through, you can hit a lever to drain the castle, drain all the water out. And I thought that Trevor never did that, so that wasn't how you get into the main castle. That's
I'm
how
so sorry you did that.
it was
Because you were like, I
fucking
swear to God, Trevor, you walk
bullshit.
in there. I'd spent 2 hours to get here, and I just
Yeah.
walked in. And I was like, all right.
But it was a really cool area, lots of cool items. You kept scaling
I
up
want to do
and
it.
up and up
I
and up
think
and
that
up.
area would be really cool.
It was a really cool area. I would recommend going over there, but it wasn't required. But anyways, once you get to the end of this area, you hit a site of grace, and you run into this boss room. I forget the guy's name. It's something Gaius. Literally Gaius. Gaius.
Gay ass.
Something. It's like Warrior Gaius or something. And bro is riding a giant armored warthog. And
Just like Dark Souls 1.
it is
Sounds
so
about right.
fucking hard.
Did you kill him?
No.
No. Okay.
He doesn't have a shit ton of health, but his moveset is just so hard to dodge.
Is it quick or is it like?
Yes, and he attacks the warthog attacks you. He attacks you at the same time, and it's a huge hitbox because he's fucking massive. And I was like, okay, this must be a torrent boss fight because I can't roll out of these attacks. It's not a torrent boss fight because he's faster than torrent. You try to run away from him.
Oh, so you can use torrent?
Yes, you can use torrent, but you can't outrun him. He's faster than torrent.
All right, it's just a big fuck you. So that's about right.
That's fucking guy.
Fucking mental, mate. Where's our slang tier list? I need that again.
Never, but yeah, that's
Wanker.
that's pretty much been my experience. You killed the dancing lion beast, right?
Yeah, I did that like 5 minutes before I left here.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
yeah.
Because I did Rolana, and then I did a bunch of the stuff in the area after Rolana, and then went to that castle.
He was the first main boss I killed. You haven't killed him yet?
Not the lion boss, no. Not yet.
He's a weird looking motherfucker.
Funny story. So
I love his design.
I spec'd completely
you
into
get his helmet, right?
Yeah,
It's fucking
cool.
badass.
It's fucking badass. I have seen it. I spec'd into for the DLC. I spec'd into sadly the blasphemous blade. Blasphemous blade. Fuck. And they nerfed it
Right when the DLC dropped.
right when the DLC dropped.
They nerfed
Yeah.
the blasphemous blade.
And it's just shit. It's just shit now.
It's pretty bad. I was
It's-
using it. It doesn't do very much damage.
No, it doesn't. So I was going through like most of the DLC using that, and I was like so pissed. So I finally caved. I text Charlie, and it was really funny because I was like, "Yeah, I really want to like use the Rolana's fucking okay."
Sorry. Go on.
Demon just came out of that man. I really wanted to use her swords,
Her twin blades.
Her twin blades, because I
They're
found that
sick as fuck.
Sick as fuck.
They're basically the new Sword of Night and Flame.
Pretty much, sadly, but
You guys didn't play Dark Souls 3, but you guys would have understood what they took the inspiration for that from.
fair
the
enough.
different colored swords. Bro, it's straight up a boss in Dark Souls 3.
What boss for all the people who listen to or have played Dark Souls 3?
Pontiff Sullivan.
Oh.
All right,
He pontiffs on your Sullivan.
all right.
But the last thing I wanted
Um,
to say, I'm going to cut you off real quick.
Oh my god,
then
it's my
you can,
fucking
then you can
turn.
take over because it's really quick.
It's my fucking
The last
turn.
thing, because you said the last thing you did was kill the lion beast. The last thing I did was kill the golden hippopotamus. I did kill him.
You did kill him?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Anyways,
Fuck yeah.
continue.
Good. Yeah, that's gonna be my night tonight. Is
Golden
I
I'm
did
hippopotamus.
so
kill him.
excited to be done with the podcast and then we can go play over.
but
Do
so,
you guys want to party up later after
Of course.
this? Hell
Yeah.
I'd love to. We're just saying that for the podcast. We actually don't talk outside of this.
Never
But
spoken
we,
to Nikki when we're
I
not
fucking
pressing
hate these
record.
guys.
Never spoken
I
when we don't press
caved
record.
and I texted Charlie. It was funny because I texted Charlie. I was like, "Can you please help me?" And then like right as I sent that, he sends me a text and says, "Do you mind if I help you?"
No, I said
Or-
I can help you if you want, but I understand if you don't want help. Like if you want to do it on your own.
And that was right after I text, "I need help," because the sword was fun, but I just wasn't doing the damage I need. So we killed him. It took us like what 6 attempts?
It took us a little bit longer
A
than
little
it should
longer.
have because my build is intelligence based. I'm using the Dark Moon Greatsword, so she's an intelligence based boss. So my damage output was not there.
Yeah, so I was playing with Jeffrey. I was fighting that boss. Jeffrey would not care if I said his name on here. I'm just
Okay,
gonna
all
say
right.
it.
I thought I was about like, is he mine?
He would not give a fuck.
Would he love to be on the pod?
Probably.
Fuck yeah.
At some point.
At some point.
But I was playing with him, and he was using the fucking something tree spear, the fucking Crucible Knight Siluria's spear, whatever it's called. You know what I'm talking about?
I believe so.
So she's weak to pierce damage and holy damage, and that thing does both because it's a spear. So Jeffrey was fucking destroying her when we were fighting together, and I was using my typical giant weapon setup,
Yeah,
and it
you
wasn't for
fucking
her
maniac.
because her combos are like in total 15 seconds long, but the actual strikes are separated by like 2 to 3 second increments because she like steps out, dances around, hits 2 more times, does the same thing again, and the combo
Hits
ends up
5
being
times.
You're just sitting there hitting
the
fucking
combo
circle.
ends up being so long, dude, and you can't fucking hit her at any time. So it's really
You really
big
got
weapons don't work.
to pick and choose your moment to hit her.
Yeah.
If you're using a big weapon.
Yeah.
She does not have great poise though. That was my one saving grace was breaking her stance.
So I went and we beat him, and then I went and took the remembrance to the fingers, and then did all that full shit. Was specking in it, and at first I didn't have the right talismans. So like it wasn't that good because it's not overpowered. It's not like fucking one shot you fucking kill him. Like you still gotta have skill, but it's fun. It's such a fun class. So Charlie dropped me like what fucking.
I dropped you like 3 different talismans.
Talismans.
I dropped him,
which I have to
good,
go and get myself so I can give back to him.
I dropped him some good
I'm not excited about
talismans too. I dropped him rotten sword insignia, rotten wing sword insignia. You know, for doing the Millicent quest line. That's a bitch and a half to get. I dropped him the Rolana's cameo because somehow I didn't get that. That's just in the castle,
which I'm just gonna go and grab.
Yeah, that
eventually.
one's super easy to get.
Yeah, I'll just grab it.
I dropped him Godfrey.
I don't understand what that one does. I was looking at it and I was like,
specifically meant
the swords.
for the swords.
The swords that I'm using,
because it's like they're like the Sword of Night and Flame. When you hold your weapon art down, you just stance it. And then you use R1 or L or R1 or R2 to do whatever attack you want to do.
And R1 is like a and L2 is like a big fire.
Did you ever use the Sword of Night and Flame?
Yeah.
So you hold down your Ash of War, the L2, and then you just stance. And then you can choose between the two with R1 and R2. It's just like that. So the Rolana's cameo is specifically meant for that. When you're in that stance, it increases your attack power when you're in your stance doing those attacks. Then I dropped him Godfrey icon because you're always using skills for that, and it enhances your skills, which that one is not too hard to get. I had like 3 of those.
Bro's got a whole fucking arsenal.
And there's a new talisman, which I forgot to tell you about. You're going to love this. There's a talisman in a ruin. I'll send you the pinpoint for it. It enhances attacks with 2-handed weapons.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
when you 2-hand a weapon, it enhances your attack.
Oh snap!
Yeah,
Daddy, what you
I see a little bump coming from
All right, guys,
pants.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head home. It was great seeing y'all.
Yeah, I'll send you the pinpoint when we finish up here.
So when scaling with the weapon, it is C in Dex, C in Strength, D in Intelligence, and D in Faith. But the way that it's built, you can really scale into whatever that you want. So you can do like Strength and Dex and Intelligence, whatever. So what I have it scaled in is 40 in Dex, 40 in Strength, and then just base for the Intelligence and Faith, because I like using attacks. So, which is crazy because you can still fucking use your fucking like your. What is that called? The Faith and Intelligence, and it still does. Like the Intelligence is the slash, and it like sends the fucking.
Just like a fast version of Dark Moon Greatsword.
Yeah,
basically.
And it does like 300 to 400 damage, which I don't really use, but I use the fire one because that stuns enemies and it creates fire on the ground. So like bosses will like if they're like prone to stun, they'll go on and start going and then it gives you time to go. And since it's a double sword, because you hold it with like that.
Because you hold it with both your hands.
Both your hands. You can do. I do 700, 700, 700, 700.
And that's why Rotten Wing Sword Insignia is so good.
So
it
good.
Enhances your enhances attacks with
two-handed.
Like a bunch of hits over and over, consecutive hits. That's the word I was looking for.
So like if I consecutively hit him attack, like if I just keep going,
every attack starts doing more and more and more damage.
I'll get to like 2,000 damage with it, which is really nice. But it doesn't. The only thing that sucks is it doesn't proc blood loss, so you don't get like that little. But honestly, fuck blood loss.
The only thing you could proc is Frost with the Intelligence one, the Night one, which Frost is, in my opinion, it's not better than blood loss, but it's almost just as good. Frost does not get enough credit.
Some bosses in the DLC are specifically weak to Frost buildup, though.
Yeah,
so it's pretty good to get invested.
I'm noticing that.
My Dark Moon Greatsword, I'll get a Frost proc off and it'll do like 5,000 or 6,000 damage with one hit. It's so nuts. But like going out of the DLC, one of my favorite builds I ever made.
You're talking about the
you know like all those crazy builds that were getting made when the game like a few months after the base game came out, where you're two-handing curved swords or twin blades and you just jump attack with blood. So for anyone who doesn't know, when you two-hand curved swords or twin blades and you jump attack, you do like 6 or 7 attacks all at once, and it counts as one attack. So if you combine that with blood loss, you get your blood proc like every attack, which does like 6,000 damage a jump attack. It's overpowered. It puts the game in easy mode, But what I
Dude,
did,
yeah, Charlie's fucking like, half the fucking boss's health bar. He'd just be like, hold up 1 second.
yeah, I killed Mulaney in 2 hits with this build.
Yeah, dude.
1 twin blade with blood and seppuku, and the other twin blade.
Hold up, which is fine if you do that and put in easy mode. You can play you can play Elden Ring and Dark Souls however you want, as long as you're having fun. All right, because people like to shit on people like that.
Doesn't matter how much of a pussy you are.
Doesn't matter how much of a little bitch you are.
Hey, I'm just kidding. I'm a huge Dark Souls veteran. I'm a huge advocate for having as much fun as you want in that game, doing whatever you want. There's a lot of
Because if you're not
options,
having fun,
alright?
then what's the point of having the game?
Exactly, brother. I love using the mimic tier because
Yeah.
it's fun as a
It's
motherfucker.
fun. Like this sword, it's fun.
It is.
His
So,
build
yeah,
was fucking fun to watch, at least.
I had one twin blade with blood and seppuku, and the other twin blade with frost. So you're proccing both of them, frost and blood, with 1 jump attack, and you're doing like
Ooh.
12,000 damage
Dude.
per jump attack.
It was fucking insane.
It was ridiculous. It was really fun.
One of my best memories of Elden Ring is when we all went on our vacation to Ocean Shores, and I brought my laptop, and we all just kept making different builds on my lap. I want to re-download Elden Ring on my PC, on my laptop, so I can look at the build that I have, because we were just, what if this works? And then it worked. We're like, what if this works? And it didn't work.
You know, after I beat the DLC on this character, I'm thinking of doing a either a shield build and getting a fucking
that's crazy.
just doing that, or I might do a fist weapons build, or
Do the martial arts that they added in the DLC.
Oh, I saw that. I haven't found it yet.
I haven't
Have
found
you-
I
either.
haven't found it either.
I haven't found it either.
Or have you found a perfumer's weapon?
I have.
I have a fire and a poison one. I haven't
shit.
used it. I
Both?
don't know what the perfumer's weapon is like. It's literally just bottles. So it's like,
I
what do
just
you
go-
do?
After I beat the DLC with this playthrough, I'm definitely going to play it again with DLC only weapons and armor, like specifically DLC content.
That's what I was.
good
That's what I
point.
was so excited about.
I might
the
just
DLC.
new game plus it after the DLC.
Yeah, I'm going to new game plus it and then only use DLC content because I've been only using non-DLC content.
That's very fair. What I was
Michael's
really
back.
excited about. Oh,
What's up, Michael?
I'm here.
Mikkel.
Oh, back door should be unlocked.
well, now
Okay,
it's not a
just need your
surprise.
consent first. I didn't wanna.
Yeah, no, you're all good.
But the thing that I was so excited about DLC
Don't
was like
ignore
the
me.
moment. I know you're deep throat, man. You're trying. The thing that I was so excited about was using DLC weapons. So like from the moment that the DLC was announced, I was like, when I get there, I'm gonna be using DLC weapons. And so I'm glad that I'm now using a DLC weapon. I'm not using the armor yet, just because I haven't found that much armor. But I'll get there.
Gonna be
I actually,
using-
I think I am using a couple armor pieces, but I plan on like by the end of DLC, I'll be Shadow of the Erd Tree guy.
I'll be using a couple
you want to
of
clear
weapons.
that spot for Michael?
Oh yeah.
Want to move your fat ass? I'm sorry.
That was rude.
I know. Oh,
Howdy. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend.
Go ahead and sit down.
Oh, thanks.
We are currently
30 or something.
32 minutes in.
Took me 22 minutes to get here.
About. Yeah.
About.
That was all the
Bro
drive-
came with his own
That
bevy.
was all the McDonald's drive-through right there. I'm gonna be honest.
What'd you get from McDonald's?
They put me in waiting slot 2.
That's how bad it was.
Waiting slot 2 is a miserable place.
So yeah, we'll finish up our DLC talk so we can just go to base.
Yeah.
Souls talk.
Yeah, that one boss, dude. That's like the biggest spoiler ever. That like is from like that other game that like Michael loves. Just kidding. There is apparently a boss in DLC that is from an older Dark Souls game.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
That's sick.
My boss was
Rolana. It's Pontiff Solivan from Dark Souls 3.
well, no, it's like the same boss, like same name, boss.
Oh shit.
What?
Yeah, my boss, my boss,
Shut up.
my boss was telling me about it.
Who
Okay.
said? Who?
Tyler, I've said his name before. Tyler.
I'm looking
No,
it up.
who-
I
who
have
is
to
it?
know.
I don't know. He doesn't know, but he got told. No, don't no.
You don't
Be
wanna spoil
surprised.
it?
Be
What,
surprised.
Why?
You put your
what Souls
fucking
game
phone
is it
down.
from?
Yeah, which one do you know?
He didn't tell me. Because I didn't know Souls
Of
games.
course you
but-
wouldn't know.
Probably 3.
Of course I would know. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Probably
Sure.
3.
Hey, I fucking
This microphone smells like cheese.
Braden's
balls on it.
Braden's girlfriend was the last person to use that microphone
Yeah, so
last
we
week.
gotta. Did you grab enough food for the rest of us?
No.
Fuck you.
Why,
Was I
why-
supposed to?
why would have you grabbed enough food for the rest of us?
Because he knows where he's coming.
The
Yeah,
fuck?
well, I was going to ask
But you didn't.
I mean, I
was going to.
But I didn't.
I
mean, you could have asked. I would have said yes.
Nah,
I did tell Charlie, hey, I'm going through a drive-through before.
No, I know.
Because I was literally like on a Destiny break, about to make my dinner.
Yeah,
and
then
I get a call on my Apple
to play
Watch.
Elden Ring, and I know your ass got my invite, and you didn't text me.
What? You did?
To a party.
Do you-
I invited you to a party.
Do you have the
on
DLC,
PlayStation?
Michael?
Yeah.
I wasn't around. I was making dinner probably.
Yeah, excuses.
Do you have the DLC, Michael?
Not yet.
No.
Well, I plan on getting it, but
Good.
not yet.
That's
Good
fair.
as
Have,
fuck.
have you beat Moog?
Yeah,
On your current
Multiple
playthrough?
times.
Lord of Blood?
both of them.
Fuck, sorry.
Yeah, because that's how
My
you
fucking
access
bad.
it. You touch Mikola's hand through
Oh,
the
yeah?
egg. Yeah, that's how you access the DLC.
Do you fight Mikola?
No.
Eventually.
Is Mikola-
I'm assuming.
I don't think so.
I think
Mikola's dead.
Mikola's a good guy in the
Oh, he's a
DLC.
good guy.
they're kind of making it seem like he's not.
They kind of make it seem like he is.
don't know.
Everyone's trying to find Mikola, and they're like, "Oh, Lord Mikola, oh, we love you, Lord Mikola."
I know, so I feel
They
like
put
when,
anything on the
I feel like
McCrispy,
when we get there,
They did it wrong.
What do you mean they did?
They didn't add any like mayonnaise or pickles.
That's not how it comes.
There's no mayo
Yeah,
on the
there's no
McCrispy.
mayo,
There's
there's-
pickles. There should be
there's
pickles.
yeah.
There's nothing.
There's
Open it
pickles
up.
on there.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Wow, what a sorry sandwich.
The McCrispy
He's a pickle
off.
steak.
the McCrispy is what you get if you don't have a Chick-fil-A near you.
Yeah. Our nearest Chick-fil-A is what, a 20-minute drive.
Bonnie Lake.
And
Yeah.
10 and a half.
On 410 traffic though, 40 minutes.
Well,
Well,
right
there wouldn't have
now.
been traffic at this
Yeah,
time
right
of
now
day.
we're fine.
10 minutes if you drive like me.
All right.
In your fucking Prius.
Dangers of the. Did you just rip? Oh my god.
What?
You're,
You never
Dude,
do this?
He's a genius.
That's crazy.
That's
never
so
do this?
smart. He
No, I
ripped
haven't,
the
but that's-
chicken bag
that's
in half,
insane. That's-
so he doesn't have to hold the sandwich.
I
Exactly.
respect
That's just-
you.
That's how
Fuck
it's
that.
done.
No, dude. Fuck yeah.
I had habit today.
Did you?
Yeah.
So what are you guys talking about with souls?
Right
That's
around
why I'm
DLC,
here.
but we're
We-
about to switch to Elden Ring
We switched to the DLC
because that's the one that me and Charlie can.
We switched to the
talk about the
DLC
most.
because we started talking about old Souls games, and that's when I called you and I was like, we need to wait for Michael to be here because he was the only old Souls person that knew anything. But you're an expert there.
Now I have another
Please
old
do not
soul.
chew into the mic, Michael. I saw
Yeah.
you grabbing
Hey,
it
Dark Souls
closer
3.
to your mouth.
Can I get a bite of that?
Sure.
Can I get a bite of that?
No.
Can I get a bite of that?
Can we all try that?
I'm not gonna sacrifice more in my sandwich just for you, Trevor.
Did you grab more? You only buy a McCrispy.
No, I got a quarter pounder.
Yeah, I knew your fat ass bought more. I'm so glad you're. I'm
Your
so glad
skinny
you're
ass
here.
needs to eat more.
I'm so glad you're here, Michael. I'm not that skinny anymore.
You are.
I've eaten.
Oh yeah.
I've eaten.
I've been
I
eating.
promise.
pal. I've
I
been
couldn't
eating.
tell.
Hey, can you hold this mic?
He went from skinny to fatty. The switch up, the 180.
Trevor
Yeah,
used to
dude.
be a
Trevor,
little
don't make
chunker.
Trevor, don't
I
make
used
me
to- I
pull
used
up
to
a
be,
picture
like,
from 2020.
I used to be really chubby, and then like really chubby, and then skinny as fuck.
Yeah, chubby
and now I'm
Trev.
like average. I'm
I
like,
love getting memories of chubby Trev. in
dude,
my
I love him.
videos.
I'm so huggable.
Yeah, it typically happens when you start doing math.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. No. Anyways, you were talking.
Dark Souls 3
You were
was my
talking.
first Souls game. It was the greatest game of all time, if I'm being honest.
Dark Souls 3? Is it-
Picks up something from his teeth real quick.
Well, you know, the McDonald's sandwiches, sometimes it gets
No,
stuck in
no,
there.
no, for sure.
It's like eating a Cheez-It, these buns.
What? I'm chasing these buns.
How it gets stuck in your teeth, bro.
Cheez-Its do not get stuck in your teeth.
So, speaking of the McDonald's,
Kind of Cheez-Its
I love Dark Souls 3.
Jinxie just did a McDonald's tier list. He ordered everything on the menu, and
He wants to be moist critical,
Did,
so
did a
bad,
tier
but-
list. Yeah, he does. And this guy has the worst taste buds of all kind. He rated everything like D and F. Besides, he put in S tier the chicken McNuggets, the strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate shake, and the fries, and everything else was like C and F.
Nothing in A or B tier?
No.
That's insane.
He said everything
That's-
sucked besides the fries, the McNuggets, and the shakes.
Jinxie, I still have a fucking bone to pick with you, pal.
Got a bone to pick.
He's definitely listening
Well,
to this.
He's
if you're doing a
100%.
McDonald's tier list, you have to do one sober, you gotta do one drunk, you gotta do one high.
Yeah.
It will all be different.
Yeah, when you're high, everything will be fucking S tier.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
The McCrispy. Oh,
The
it's
fish
so
fillet
good.
is amazing.
Well,
I think that would be bad no matter what mindset you're in.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I'd never
I
order
wish
that in my
I
life.
wish she was in here. I don't know why she left, but Kaylee, her favorite thing on the McDonald's menu is the fish fillet.
Dude, fish fillets are good.
Bro,
I love them.
Hey, open that door up. Oh, Kaylee.
Fish fillet.
wait, did she her favorite food at McDonald's is the fish fillet?
That's her favorite item.
Would you like to comment on the subject?
She's still not in here, by
I
the
think
way.
she might be asleep.
Oh, really?
Maybe a fish fillet.
I'm not gonna walk it. You walk in and
I'll
fucking
go.
wake
I'll
her
go.
up.
I'll go. I'll go check in on her.
What a gentleman.
Anyways, continue.
What are you gonna do? Is it your favorite item in filet of fish?
She's in like a dead slumber.
I just want to make sure I'm getting your lore correct.
He shakes her and he's like, "All right, fish fillet, yes or nay?"
Yeah or nah?
She asleep?
Nikki, have you played Dark Souls 3?
I've played every
What?
Souls game, brother.
I woke her ass up.
Including 1 and 2?
Yes, sir.
Oh, damn.
I just played 2 again.
Oh, but
That's what we were just
played
joking
2?
about. That you'd wake her up. Damn.
a long time ago.
I love 2. 2 is
I
underrated.
barely
2
remember it.
sucks, but it's an underrated video game.
I played a little bit of Dark Souls 1.
Isn't
on the
Dark Souls
Nintendo
2
Switch.
like is kind of when they were like, "Ah, fuck. Okay, let's just make everything hard."
The main developer left for that game. He was there for Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1, and then they branched off and did something else for Dark Souls 2. And then they just made Dark Souls 2 fundamentally not a good game. So I hated it at first. 'cause
Miyazaki wasn't there.
No. Because it doesn't feel like a Souls game. It doesn't feel like what you want.
Me and Devin, when I was at his house like 3 years ago, we played Dark Souls 2, and I hated it. I
Yeah.
genuinely hated it.
But I've learned to love it over the past couple of years, so I love it now, even though it is objectively, fundamentally a bad video game. But I've learned to love it.
Fair.
Love playing.
I can't. Yeah, all those like mechanics where you just lose even though it's not your fault. Like
Yeah.
that's in every video game.
Like,
But that's
they made-
especially in Dark Souls 2.
You know, in every Souls game, you have a certain amount of time on iframes for your rolling, your dodges, right?
Yeah.
Dark Souls 2, you don't have that unless you get the adaptability stat, which they added only for Dark Souls 2, to 26. So
I
once
did
you
notice
have
that there was an
20
extra stat.
Yeah, so once you have 26 in adaptability, then your roll works as normal. It's very silly. Dodging is a fucking stat, is a level.
So pretty much for every character, you have to have it at 26.
Yep.
Like you have, like
That's
it is
fucked.
required.
Every
That's
character I've
That's
finished the
fucked.
game with on Dark Souls 2 has 26 adaptability, a whole different build of other stats, dude. Every time.
You gotta
You
like,
can't win.
That's the 25 faith for Elden Ring. Almost everyone rocks 25 faith for
Why? So you get
fucking
buff, dude.
Yeah.
For the what?
For what is
Buffs.
that? What's that? What's that buff?
Golden Vow?
Yeah, Golden
Flame-
Vow.
Golden
Oh,
Valor.
Golden Vow, Flame Gauntlet, grant me
Val?
strength.
Val? It's Golden Val?
Golden
Speaking
Vow,
of, have
yeah.
you guys noticed the item in Elden Ring item crafting yet? For the DLC, the one that it takes the rotten flour or whatever the fuck.
No.
And
I don't look at the
one-
cookbook
and
that
one-
much.
I love the cookbook. And one other
Let 'em
item, and
cook.
you can make an FP draining consumable that increases your attack and defense.
There's a bunch of those.
Really?
Yeah, there's a bunch of those.
I like all the new little items. I really do.
So did you use the crafting kit a lot?
Dude.
Yeah.
So
Fair,
I
fair.
never used the crafting kit. Never, ever, ever, ever.
Only on the Rake
And then-
of Rot.
And then
Fair enough.
Yeah.
and then I played with Jeffrey. We were going.
Yeah.
We went through the Halig tree together to get, and on my playthrough to get to Melania to fight together. And you know, after you go past the little rot lake there, and then you could go down the tree branch to fight the tree spirit or
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
malformed tree spirit. We sat on the branch away from the island, so he couldn't hit us far enough that he couldn't hit us. And this motherfucker is just throwing fire pots the whole time. And he threw like 6 fire pots, and it killed that guy who has like 15,000, 20,000 health.
Really?
The fire pots are insane.
Okay, fire pots are them.
Hefty fire pots, mind you. They're
Let's
big.
get the right right lingo.
They're big and heavy.
No, not the he was using the normal ones.
Oh.
Yeah, but there is the
Oh.
hefty ones, yeah.
Basic ass fire pots, bro. It's just
But Michael, you remember the Let Me Solo Her? The guy who wore the jar head?
Used 2 katanas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty badass.
So in the DLC, there's a new jar head called the Great Jar Head, and it's just fucking huge. But it's the same exact thing, but it's massive.
You started using that?
I haven't been using it because my current build I'm using, the armor I'm using, gives a 2% magic damage boost per piece of armor, and I'm using the Darkmoon Greatsword, so I'm getting an 8% boost. So I can't use it, unfortunately.
it just wouldn't make sense.
I really want to, but that 2% goes a long way.
2%. Yeah, for sure.
2%. 2% is like 2 inches. 3 inches.
No, 2% is a lot.
2%
If
of
you're
2
dealing,
inches
like,
would be
2,000
like 0.2%.
Still enough.
on 2,000 damage, that's like an extra 20 damage.
Yeah,
At least
2% is huge.
an extra 20 damage. Can't go
It
wrong
can
with
be the
that.
difference between life and death.
It could be. It really could be.
Yeah.
So, sorry, we boring you? Do you want to play Elden Ring so badly?
Talking to my sister.
I'm talking to my
Do you
sister.
ever watch TikToks with your phone folded?
What's that?
Do you ever watch TikToks with your phone folded?
I don't watch TikToks, motherfucker.
I'm just saying, I
Or
saw
like
that
Instagram
you
Reels.
I saw that you can watch TikToks with the phone folded.
What? Like
that-
this?
Yeah, like that. Oh, there must be a new version of that phone.
Yeah,
There's
you
a-
must have the old version.
Trevor, I'm gonna head kick you.
How do you do that? Like,
What?
I don't
Do not bend your iPhone like that.
Bro snaps his phone.
It would be so easy to break, dude.
Can I flip your phone?
Yeah, can I also flip your phone out? That's what I was
Trevor
about to
can't.
ask.
Trevor,
What?
I'm allowed to take a bite of the
So
sandwich.
the boss
Dude.
that's from the old games that's in the DLC is...
I'm
It's
starting
pretty
to
cool.
Sweat, bro.
Yeah, I am too. Do you keep it in your pocket, flipped
Yeah.
like this?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He was lying. He wants me to flip it so bad.
Trevor,
Did I tell
touch
you
my
guys-
phone.
Did I say
crease
how
in the
good this
screen does
burger
suck,
was?
though.
The crease in
Little-
your
you got a little
screen?
crease
pretty
on your
good.
screen. That
Shut
does
the
suck.
The burger is cooked, you know, it's so just juicy enough. The bun is toasted.
Bro's
Bro-
giving us a McDonald's review.
Bro booked a curry.
Onions chopped
If none of you have
perfectly.
ever had McDonald's,
Dick Monald's.
I love Dick Monald's.
I might order some for when I head home.
Yeah, Dick Monald's actually kind of sounds heat right now. I
It's
might
gonna be
get
closed.
that crispy chicken sandwich. is
Unless you
delicious.
guys want to drive. and
It
get
closes
some
at
shit.
11.
Because at
Oh,
11?
what?
Yeah.
What time is it?
It's
Sorry.
10.
Let's be an asshole. Let's show up 10 minutes before they close.
We might have to.
Your ice cream
Horrible.
machine would be broken.
Was it
Worst
broken?
comes to worst, I already was gonna... A fingerprint
Yeah,
doesn't
it closes
match?
at 11.
Wait, can you put
That's-
your fingerprint anywhere?
No, it's on the side of the power button.
Oh, shit, okay.
Dumbass.
I liked clipping it.
Have you seen the other folding phone? The one that folds out into a tablet?
Yeah. That one's
Yeah.
pretty cool. But that's more for like business people, because then they can open it up and they can multitask in the tabs and shit.
Have you guys seen Kai Sennett? He played Elden Ring.
Yeah, you played it for what, 3 days, right?
Did you just say Kai Sennett?
What's his name?
Kai Cenat?
Kissinat.
Okay.
Kissing ass.
I literally said it right, and you said, "Oh, you must have said this."
Kai. How do you
Kai
say it?
Cenat.
Kai Sennett.
There
Yeah,
you
there
go.
you go.
Good job.
It's not Kai Sennett.
Good job,
It's
buddy.
Kai
It's not.
Sennett.
It's
Yeah.
Kai Sennett.
It's Kai
Yeah.
Cenat.
I thought it was really funny that he did the exact same thing that I did in Elden Ring, which was immediately fight the tree sentinel.
Everyone did that
everybody
shit.
did
Except he, well, everybody did it, but not everybody stuck around.
Oh, no one
and
stuck
kept-
around.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
no.
stuck around.
You're
You
crazy.
you stuck
Like,
around.
at level,
so did Kai
like,
Cenat.
level 12.
So did
You
Kai
fought that
Sennett.
motherfucker at level 12.
So did Kai Sennett.
I
That's
didn't do
crazy.
that. I wasn't retarded.
Yeah, we're not
real.
fucking
I
stupid,
went back
Michael.
at level 100 and two-shot that motherfucker.
Unbelievable.
You walked up and said, "I'm the sentinel."
I'm just
now."
trying to order my food and I can't even ignore such a dumb
You're
statement.
ordering food from
Yeah,
where?
I'm getting McDonald's or Wendy's actually.
Wendy's.
For when I
Wendy's
go-
nuts smack you in the face.
For when I get back home, it'll be ready.
Oh yeah,
There
order
we
it
go.
now so it's nice and cold.
And
when
I
you
gotta
get
be
there.
ready for Elden Ring. I can't be wasting time out getting food, you know.
Not for
For
sure.
real.
I'm actually gonna
Is
order
the
Taco
DLC
Bell on my
out?
app.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been
bro.
out for 3
It's
days.
been out
Or 2
no,
days.
2 days.
2 days.
It's really fucking good. That's what we've been talking about.
That's why
Oh,
we
really?
stopped to talk when you showed up. So
That's
don't
why we
spoil
didn't
anything
show up
for
to
you.
Mr. Business's birthday bash. I don't even know if you went, but
Who?
Mr. Business.
Mr. Business.
Who? Exactly.
Sean?
Okay, we're cutting that. Yes. Him.
Oh,
Yeah.
But we can't say his name.
why can't we say Sean?
Okay, to cut it twice now. God damn it.
Why
He's gonna
can't
kill
we
you.
say?
He listens to the pod. He's gonna kill you.
He actually listens to every episode. We love
Oh, really?
you. We love you, Mr.
Does
Business.
he actually?
Yeah.
Wow.
He texts me when we don't upload on time. He says, "What the fuck?"
Mr. Business.
Like he actually
What a
gets
good
upset.
friend.
Well,
what
first
a
of all-
good. What a supportive guy.
I wasn't
know.
even invited to the birthday bash, so
Me
I don't
neither.
care. Yeah.
I wasn't either, but then I got invited and I was like, no, it's Elden Ring Day.
Yeah.
I was invited like an hour before I was supposed to play Elden Ring, so I'm not gonna go.
I said,
Yeah.
I love that they said Nikki's coming, and I said, "No,
I was in a
he's
party.
not."
I was in a party with Trevor. Trevor's on the phone with Alex, and they're like, "Nikki's coming," and I was like, "There's no way. He's like the biggest Elden Ring guy out of the three of us." And Trevor's like, "Yeah, there's no way." And then I check my online friends, and I see Nikki Schmidt. I'll cut your last name. Sorry.
I've already said my last name. Bro.
Okay, then I won't.
All right.
Elden
that-
Ring.
then that's on you.
Playing Elden Ring, and I'm like, he's literally on Elden Ring right now. And then Trevor repeats that to Alex, and they're like, "Yeah, but he's coming." And I'm like, "There's no shot."
Yeah.
That's when we got in the party with you and said, "Are you going?" And you're like, "Fuck no."
You said,
That's
"Come
awesome.
on!" You said, "I'm getting drunk and I'm playing Elden Ring."
Obviously. What else would I be doing?
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so for Taco Bell, can I does it give you the same code? You just walk up and you go, "Hey."
It doesn't give you a code. You just go through the drive-thru
You
and
just
say,
tell
Becky, can you hold this?
"Mobile order for
Yeah.
Trevor."
You got a Yeti?
Yeah.
You're getting Taco Bell. That's cringe. Taco Bell's taco smell, taco trash.
Cool, because by the
Taco
time
made.
we're done, I feel like we won't
Oh, I
be
forgot.
there for McDonald's.
My dad got
McDonald's
me this
will be
bottle of
closed.
Jägermeister because
What the fuck is that?
he drank all of mine.
I don't like that.
He
Don't
drank
like
the one that I got you?
No, that was Hennessy. This is Jaeger.
Oh, yeah. That was Hennessy.
I had another bottle
My
of Jaeger.
bad. I thought I was far enough away.
Oh shit! I had another bottle of Jaeger, and he drank it all. I was like, "What? You finished it?" In the span of like 2 days that I went camping, I come back. I'm like, I didn't even know it was gone, and he just comes up to me and says, "Here you go." I'm like, "Oh, another one?" And it was like, "Oh, I drank all yours." I'm like,
So are you
What?
outing your father for being an alcoholic?
"No, he's not an alcoholic. He just drank a lot of alcohol in the span of 2 days."
He's not an
alcoholic.
He just
drank a lot.
of alcohol.
In the span of 2 days. Actually, my dad's pretty cool. He just finished like a 3-day fast, and he told me, I believe him because he's a really smart guy, and he told me that
Very intelligent man.
course,
after
you're a little
the
biased on
third
that, I
day
feel.
of no food, your cells kind of go into a survival mode where they're like, "Hey, we're going to a recession of food. We should probably repair some cells."
Cellular repair.
Yeah.
So
cellular
your
repair.
dad's cells got repaired.
Yeah.
I'm gonna repair your father's
It
cells.
slows aging.
Also,
She repair on
it-
my cell.
by
till
the way,
I
I'm getting this ready just for the
eat.
chance that we don't go to McDonald's. I have a backup plan. That's what I'm doing
Oh.
right now.
Taco Bell.
I should have specified.
I'm starting to hate Taco Bell the more and more I go there.
Me too.
I genuinely don't like Taco Bell anymore.
Whose Zen is on the floor? Probably Charlie's.
Probably Craw.
Probably. Listen, the only reason why I'm going to talk about because I know it's going to be the only place that's open after. All right. You think this is my first fucking choice?
Dude, we're at like 49 minutes.
Dude,
Oh, it's
Taco
almost
Bell's pretty
over.
good.
I mean, I guess.
The podcast is over already? I just got here.
Podcast. We're only going to do a 40-minute podcast. We're
So you invited me over
Uncensored
just
AF
to
is what we're like
eat my
right now.
McDonald's
It's only
and
been
talk
40
about
minutes?
Elden Ring for
We're-
like 5 minutes.
we're only going to do a 40-minute
That's
pod
crazy.
and then call it a day.
Oh,
and then
because you're hungry.
quit after like 4 days
Oh.
or 4 weeks.
We're actually at 53 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, so you're just hungry.
You've been here for 20 minutes.
I've been here for 20 minutes.
No,
It's been here
Michael,
for 20
I'm
minutes.
I've been
shitting
here
on
for
someone
20
else's podcast that they gave up on.
Oh,
I wonder who that could be.
I already said their full podcast name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And I said 40-minute podcast.
gets the cats out of the bag.
Cat's out of the bag.
uh-oh.
It's okay.
Do you guys talk about Bloodborne?
Not yet. That's
no,
for you, baby.
we were waiting
Let's
for
do
you.
it.
Oh,
I literally
yeah.
said we have to wait to talk about Bloodborne
Hell
until
yeah.
Michael gets here.
So Bloodborne's like one of my favorite games.
Oh,
It's
we
so
know.
good.
Me too.
How many
It was
hours
so
you got
good.
in it? Do you have the PlayStation app?
I'll tell you how
Oh,
many
I-
Bloodborne hours I get.
Mine's about 200.
It's not
Is
gonna.
it?
It's not gonna be
Yeah.
as much as
It's not,
my old
it's not a
account.
crazy amount. It's not.
I was expecting like fucking like 500 hours. Probably combined on everybody else's fucking PlayStations.
Yeah, you played Bloodborne on everyone's
It's not a
PlayStation.
super. It's not a super long game, so it does. You don't spend too much time playing it. And it's not one of those games that I would just keep doing reruns. I have to wait. Like I do an annual Bloodborne.
That's
playing.
why I don't have many hours on this PlayStation account, but my old one has so many because I played it way more.
Fair.
Yeah,
Once
no,
I was adjusted to
played-
the game, I didn't fucking struggle with the time.
I play Bloodborne once a year. It was cool because I took on my first
are we
playthrough.
almost on your annual Bloodborne playthrough?
I'm actually just started it. So what
Hell
I'm doing
yeah.
right now, I'm following this like YouTube tutorial. So there's this thing in the game called Chalice Dungeons and the Hunter's Dream, which is like a main menu where like you can fuck around and
Find out.
upgrade your shit. There's like these little gravestones on the ground, and you put the chalice you get from killing the blood-starved bees, and you combine it with ritual blood, and you can just start a random dungeon, or you can type in a code, and it'll put you in a pre-existing dungeon. I don't know how these people find this shit, but there's this one dungeon where it's like it's called Come with 3 M's FPK.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, of course he does. And you go in there,
so
and you walk through the front door.
Everybody knows about come FP4F or whatever he said.
And you walk through the
everybody
front
knows about
door,
that.
and then you just look at the left wall, and there's an enemy health bar that just keeps getting depleted. Did you ever look in there? I don't even know how it happens, but basically just some random enemies die
Start
in
fighting.
the corner. Start fighting. I don't know how they die, but they just die, and they give you
no,
80,000
they're-
blood echoes.
There's a poison pool somewhere in the map, and one of the enemies just walks in there and stands there. So you
No
can just
way.
farm souls off this moron.
Yeah, you just keep going in and out of that dungeon. You can get literally millions of blood echoes.
Wow.
So I this playthrough, there's this other YouTube tutorial I'm following where you can go into one of those chalice dungeons and you pick up a Chikage. And then there's other ones you can go into. A cool thing about Bloodborne is there's blood gems. And they're gems you can put in your weapons that increase a certain attribute or a certain damage type, whether you deal more damage to beasts, kin, or humanoids. And then you can also deal like a certain attribute like blood tinge or strength or dexterity. But actually the Chikage I picked up in the dungeon is called the old Chikage. Like the regular Chikage in the game is just called Chikage. By the way, the Chikage is like the rivers of blood. Literally the same thing.
Gotcha.
It's like what came from what inspired the rivers of blood and in Elden Ring. So like you put it in the sheath. So it's a transform weapon. If you ever played Bloodborne, your weapons transform, and the transform of the Chikage is just a normal fucking katana, and then you have your gun in your hand, and then the transform is you turn it into a two-hander. So you put in the sheath and it gets covered in blood and then starts draining your health bar. It's really funny because you would go into a Hunter's Dream, and you know how in Souls games you can look at people's blood stains and see how they died. You ever go into a Hunter's Dream, you just see someone standing there with a Chikage, and then they go,
Yeah, they would try to like trick new people, and they would be like, "Why are all these bloodstains on the floor?" And then you click on it, it's just some guy stabbing himself real quick,
Oh.
just fucking with people.
No,
Yeah.
they just stand there. The people forget that when you go into the Hunter's Dream with the Chikage out, it still drains your health bar. And it's usually when you go to the Hunter's Dream and you go take a piss,
Yeah,
and it just drains your whole health bar while
I
you're
didn't
peeing.
even think about that.
Yeah, literally you just fucking drains your health bar. Most of the time they just go AFK. It just drains all their health. Then you're dead.
See, I have no idea what you're talking about.
So basically,
that was
did-
a lot of lore.
I did beat Elden Ring in 40 minutes, so
In 40 minutes?
40 minutes.
That's cute.
Yeah,
he beat Elden Ring in 40 minutes.
that was my quickest
Yeah.
run.
What do you have to do to beat Elden Ring?
Be
I
better.
always just fucking play the game and kill the bosses in no specific order. I never
You
tried
need 2 great runes. So typically the strat for like if you're not doing any percent, because in any percent you can just do the fucking frame perfect skip that they do. That's how they beat it in like 6 minutes. If you're doing like a main playthrough, you need 2 great runes. So normally the run is you kill Godric and Renala, because those are the easiest great runes to get. Then you need the Dectus lift. So some people, instead of people who are running like a rot build, they'll go kill Radon instead, because you got to go over there anyways to get the Dectus medallion.
Oh yeah.
So you need 2 great runes, Dectus medallion. Then you gotta go kill the Spirit of Godfrey, and then Morgott. Then you kill Fire Giant. You run all the way to Fire Giant, kill him. Run through Crumbling Farum. You gotta kill the Godskin duo, Malekith. Then you go back to the Lindell, capital of Ash. Kill Gideon. The actual Godfrey, who then turns into Horaloo. And then Radagon and Elden Beast.
I like how in Elden Ring there's like 3 bosses, and that's like the end of the game.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I like how there's 3
to
bosses lined up.
I agree. It's pretty cool.
How does...
It's like boss.
All trying
boss,
to keep you
boss.
from becoming the Elden Lord.
Yeah. It's like they have like wall defense.
Real.
Bloodborne's
shit.
kind of the same way, actually. You kill Murgo's wet nurse, and then you go back to the Hunter's Dream, and then you fight Gurman, and then if you consume the 3/3 of the umbilical cord, you also fight the moon presence. I thought I was like mind blown when I got the secret, the true ending of
There's
Bloodborne.
a secret final boss in Bloodborne.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's easy to figure out because in one of the parts when you're in the Hunter's Nightmare, what's the thing called, the academy you go through, and there's all those like little students in the student garbs and those graduation caps, and then you come across
I think it's
Patches.
It's like Mikolash's laboratory or something.
Mikolash's
The
laboratory.
school.
Oh, cut you off real quick. Speaking of patches, I just got I did the whole patches quest line in Elden Ring to get the patches crouch. I finally did it.
To get the what?
The patches crouch. The
What's
emote.
that? Oh,
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Did you know Patches is a spider in Bloodborne?
Yeah, he's a little Spider-Man.
That's
It's
crazy.
funny because you
man.
meet him in the door and he looks like a normal person. He's like, "Oh, it's Patches," and then you walk in and he's just a fucking spider, and you're like, "Oh, the fuck, the fuck."
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Patches the spider. But yeah, no, I would seriously check out the DLC, Michael. It's really, really fun. And it's
For the record.
it's really fucking hard. Miyazaki specifically said he made the hardest bosses in the DLC that he's ever made for a Souls game.
really.
He says it's the hardest, like it's not its own full game, but it is the hardest Souls experience ever.
Their DLCs always do tend to be harder than
Oh yeah, 100%.
normal games.
He wanted this one to be harder than any other DLC as well, because he hated how people learned how to cheese Elden Ring way more than any of the other Souls games.
Oh yeah.
With your jump attacks and all your new builds, like I gotta unmute you. Like with all your people figure out how to cheese Elden Ring, make it easy mode. So he's like, this is going to be the hardest version of a Souls game of all time, because you cheesy motherfuckers are not cheesing through this DLC.
And yeah, you're not cheesing through the goddamn DLC.
It's hard.
I
I hate my
support it.
life.
It's tough.
Also, sorry about slamming the door twice. I figured that's because the window's open.
Probably.
There's a suction. Because when I closed it the second time, I just kind of
I don't think,
and it went.
Nikki, of all the Souls games, what would you say is the hardest boss? Mine's definitely Sister Freed.
Hardest boss. I'll tell you, the most fucking annoying boss is the Bed of Chaos from Dark Souls 1. That's my least favorite boss in any video game. The hardest one is, for me, maybe the Demon Princes in Dark Souls 3.
The Demon Princes, like the duo Demon Princes? Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? I first tried them.
I don't give a
All right.
fuck what
All
you
right.
first
They're
tried,
so
Michael.
easy. There's two
at me,
Demon
retard.
Princes.
So,
One's
when it
way
comes
more
to
one's more
Souls
aggressive.
games, when it comes to Souls games, okay. The
Yeah.
best part about them is that people struggle with different bosses the most. All right, you know who my least favorite bosses of all time? The Draconic Tree Sentinel.
Really?
He's so easy.
And I hate him.
Damn, Michael's just shitting on everybody over here.
I know.
I
Why the
did-
fuck
I
do we
didn't-
invite him?
I didn't play
Fat
any of the
ass.
Souls games, so my say isn't really that huge, but I think the boss I struggled with the most was Melania my first time.
Yeah,
playing.
all we played is Elden Ring, so that's like the only like.
So, but that being said,
For Elden Ring,
I can
Malekith.
understand. I can understand her not being the hardest if, like, because I've gone through when I was fucking pissed at her for like how long it took me to beat her. I went through in my second playthrough with a crazy blood build and killed her in like 3 hits. So she can be super easy. So I understand if that's not your hardest boss, but for me, it's probably Melania. Then, like you said, Malekith. Now I would say Malekith is harder than Melania. Like, but the very first time I played through, I was using the crazy cheese intelligence build with Comet Azor. So I killed him in like 1 shot.
Oh yeah.
Comparative to Melania, you can't hit her with Comet Azor. So
She keeps going.
I had to respec just to kill her after trying to fight her for like 5 hours. So she's the most I've ever struggled with a single enemy. But as of right now, with my current build, I'd say the most I've struggled is Malekith. Because me and Trevor were trying to beat the game with an hour and a half left before the DLC came out. And he was on the Godskin Duo. First tried Godskin Duo. And then we were stuck on Malekith for an hour.
No,
The two of us.
Which the reason why? Okay, I need to explain the reason why. I was stuck on the Godskin Duo. So because if you look at my PlayStation account, it says I 100% complete the game, because I did. But my Wi-Fi was having some bullshit, and my PlayStation shit out. So I was saved on local, on my PlayStation. And the last time that I had uploaded to the cloud was before I beat the Godskin Duo. So I don't have any of the Hulk tree. I haven't done anything with Melania. I haven't done anything of there. I haven't beaten the game technically, but if I go in, it gives me, like, I have the achievement that says you beat the game, you 100% the game. So, like, when I saw that, I literally said, fuck you, Elden Ring. And that's when I started playing on my PC.
Do you want to tell us how long it took for you to kill Malekith for the first time?
Fuck.
Yeah, we all know about this. I mean, besides Nikki.
I watched you
Shores.
fight Malekith on shrooms, dude. I could still tell you were bad.
Yeah?
I was
yeah,
clean-
you're one of those Souls players that are, like, hating on everybody?
Yeah.
You are what makes people not want to play the game.
Well, then if it's not for you, then you don't play it.
It's for me. I love it. I don't care. I know that I'm bad at the game, but I love it. Yeah, you sip your fucking drink, you fat ass.
You want some?
I would love some.
Here you go. Take a swig. Watch Trevor's face when he drinks it.
I know it's fucking Jaeger.
Continue.
So, yeah, it took me like what, fucking like, how long did it take me
For what?
to beat Malekith? I don't remember.
Probably like 5 hours.
It was a long fucking time, and it was painful.
Yeah,
It's painful.
This guy always gets the shit end of the stick when it comes to Elden Ring, or any Souls game, because I'm sorry, Trevor, but you're not the best at them.
Oh, I suck at them.
You just need to analyze
You're
the
not as
gear
bad as
more.
Alex.
No.
Because
Hey,
every
hey.
time I look at your character, it just sucks.
No, for sure, because I don't get super nerdy into that, but I still love the game and
What-
still have a fun time.
Yeah,
What I'm-
Elon
what-
Musk looking ass build.
What I'm saying when he gets the shit end of the stick. So you guys remember the great
bring up Radon.
the great nerf of Radon.
Fuck me.
We all remember the great nerf of Radon, right?
Yeah.
Where he
Oh,
was
yes.
an extremely difficult boss, and then he was just light work.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a story about a boy named Trevor and Radon the Scar Scourge.
I'm not even gonna tell the story because it's better if someone else tells the story.
So
I'm gonna put my mic down.
Two days prior to this, I beat Radon, and our boss, you already said his name, Tyler, he beat Radon, and this is when we were both working at the Rainier.
You
so
mean co-boss?
me and Tyler were talking about Radon and how we beat him and all the shit after, and Trevor's like, "Fuck, I gotta beat him, blah, 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 blah." And this was back in a time where Trevor didn't have Wi-Fi at his house, so he'd come to my house to play video games. So he came over, PS5 in hand, monitor. We set him up.
It was the week where your parents were gone too.
Week where my parents were gone. We set up his
I was
monitor.
pretty much living in his guest room.
We were both, and I was in my room, he was in the guest room, and we were on a headset playing Elden Ring together. And the whole time, I'm doing my own shit, and he's fighting Radon.
It took me like 3 hours. I was doing it for a long time.
We were just chatting, probably 3-4 hours. I'm doing my own thing. He's fighting Radon. He cannot beat him for the life of him.
But I get him
And then-
I get him like to that much health, and then I die.
And then I was like, okay, I'm getting off for the night. I'm done. But then I go and watch Trevor fight Radon. I go into the guest room, and I watch him for another hour fight Radon.
So we're like 5 hours now, okay?
So we're at like 5 hours now, and then he got like within probably 4 hits of Radon being dead, and died. And then he throws off his headset, chucks his fucking controller, goes, fuck this, fuck Radon, I'm fucking done, I'm going to sleep. Get the fuck out of my room.
Dude, I got so fucking pissed.
And I leave, we go to sleep, we wake up the next morning, go to get back on Elden Ring, like we had planned, and we see update file for Elden Ring. We install the update, and we
then
go.
you beat
we,
his
we-
ass.
we go to look at the patch notes, and we see Radon nerfed.
How did they nerf him again?
And I first
Le-
tried.
less health, less damage. You know, the shebang. And this motherfucker goes into the Radon boss fight and first tries him. His first try in the morning.
easily. And I am beyond upset.
The most unsatisfying boss kill.
And that's why he's actually like not the hardest, but my worst boss because of that moment. I hate Radon because I could have beat him, but I just
You
and then
raged too hard.
I go to work and then I'm like, yeah, I beat Radon, but it's afternoon Earth, and everybody at work's giving me shit. I'm like, I'll fucking go home. I'll go home.
I
dude.
tried to get him to beat it before the nerf. Not that I knew the nerf was gonna come out the next morning.
yeah, but
he
was encouraging me.
He screamed, fuck this, I'm done." And I'm like, "Come on, one more try. You got it. You're so close. You got this." And you're like, "No, get the fuck out of my room. I'm going to sleep."
Should've
And then he
listened
gets
to him.
nerfed.
Should have listened to him. If I could time travel, I'd that's the first moment I go back to. The first moment I go back to is
Hold on, unfinished business.
I'd open the door and be like, one more, and I probably could have beat him. Tyler, shut the fuck up.
And then after that,
Tyler.
I proceeded to New Game Plus and then go into the Radon boss fight with the Scarlet Breath Dragon. And you hit him once with that and then just run around him for 5 minutes while
He's dead.
the health just
But
slowly
we
ticks
do.
away.
I want to go back to the whole point of I suck at those games. I really do.
You
like
do.
I'm better than the average person. I'd like to think I can dodge.
You're better than if someone handed the controller to a baby.
No, for sure.
Oh my god.
Hey, he made it.
I'm not that good at those games, but I love them so
He
fucking
actually
much.
made it, guys.
Hey, buddy.
Our BB is here.
How does your soul feel?
Full.
Sold?
Ran from the cops to get here.
What?
Okay.
Again?
You wanna?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's easier. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was cruising. Almost died. Tried to pass someone and no passing. And there was a car all of a sudden. So that was a little scary. But yeah, I was coming down just the main gas station road. All of a sudden, police scanner goes off. 5 beeps. It's the highest beep you can get, which means that guy's like, he's close.
It's right around the corner.
I see the lights flip on. He's like, I went on the stop signs. So then he like tries to catch up to me, but then I'm going like 70. And then
70 on what?
On a 35.
On a 25?
On a 35.
Wait, what road was it?
Just the 7-Eleven gas station road.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So then I just whipped it into one of the back streets and kept going.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm here.
Just a normal
You
day.
made it.
Just got
Why'd
off
you-
my
You're
17.
so tan now.
By the way, it's
Or
been
is that all
it's been
dirt?
5 years. He can't be. It's been 5 years. He can't be.
It's been 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't be incriminated for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just got off a 17-hour shift, so that's cool. Made it.
Whoop whoop.
That sounds fun.
So glad,
Made it.
glad you can make it, pal. Glad you can be here. Yeah, grab a beer.
Grab a beer.
We're gonna get McDonald's in a little bit, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about the main Souls games. What about like the Souls-like games, like Liza P and Lords of the Fallen?
Liza P was really fun, really hard until they nerfed the whole fucking game.
Lords of the Fallen was a flop.
Lords of the Fallen was a flop.
Yeah.
It could have been something so fucking cool, but they just whiffed it with all of the performance issues, and then just wasn't really that interesting.
It was like one of the first game I ever played on Unreal Engine 5, and I was really disappointed. And I was playing on a Series S. Maybe on the Series X would have been better.
No, it
But-
wasn't good on PS5.
It wasn't gonna be PS5
Really?
either. Yeah.
Yikes. Yeah,
it was
more-
worse on PC.
I died so many times because the screen because of just freezing,
Mhm.
but the game would keep going on. So like the game itself would run fine. It was just like the frame rate.
No, the
would drop.
frame rate was the biggest issue.
The frame rate drop was the big issue. Like there's so many cool boss fights, so many cool mechanics. It would lag so much.
So before
So
we
dumb.
continue this, Crawford, this is my cheap beer of choice. Yours is the pubs. This is my cheap beer of choice. The OGs,
Kind of tastes almost exactly like a pub.
but better. I know you can't say better because you're looking for that pub sponsorship.
Also, do you like the fact that I have the unhinged mic? This is my new spot, by the way. I'll be sitting here from now on.
Okay.
That's the guest.
I don't think
guest
he really
seat.
cares.
I know. I'm just letting him know. I'm just updating him on the lore.
He hates you.
I know, and I hate him too.
What
It's like,
build did you guys run on Liza P?
I never played Liza P.
Why not?
I didn't get that far. I just played like I beat
Because it was
the first
it
two bosses.
costed money on PlayStation.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
have an Xbox.
Yeah, I got it free on Xbox. I haven't played it.
Exactly.
You should buy it though. I would still buy it based off of like how much I like the game.
Don't buy it.
I'm gonna be on Elden Ring DLC for the next month. I'll tell you that. right now.
4 month at least.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
Shit.
Once I beat it, I'm gonna beat it again. Once I beat it again, I'm gonna beat it again.
Again.
Find all the little secrets and stuff.
Do all the things I didn't do.
So what's the new map? What is it?
It's hard to explain.
Shadow
but
of
it's
the Erd Tree.
Shadow of the Erd Tree is what it's called. The DLC. But it's
Hey, you
So
got that.
it's like what's behind the Erd Tree.
No,
no.
it's a whole new realm. It's just a whole new the
Yeah.
lore. We don't know that much about the lore yet, so
It all just has to do with Mikola is
Yeah.
the lore. But
Yeah.
have you noticed in your playing, Nikki, that the map is extremely vertical? The verticality is insane comparative to the original Elden Ring.
Yeah,
It's a
there's
long map.
so
No,
much.
I mean up and down.
Yeah.
It's like
I think the
there's
word you're
high
looking for,
peaks.
Nikki, is tall.
Oh, you mean like on the surface level of the map?
yeah. There's high peaks and low valleys.
verticality.
I see.
Yeah.
There's not like an under the map part like City of Nokron and stuff like that, but there's so much under areas in the map that you can't see, like, and you'll just be under a cliff that because the map is a bird's eye view, and there's so many areas you can't see because of the bird's eye view, like areas under areas. It's really cool.
Yeah, like the map is the size of Lorania, all of Limgrave plus the bottom area and Caelid, like put into like one sandwich, and then there's just the verticality is. I love it. I love it so much.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
enjoy
yawn. 17 hours this guy just worked, and you're gonna yawn in front of him
Yeah.
and sip your fucking.
I'll be up at 5 tomorrow.
Yeah, you don't see him fucking yawning.
Sucks to suck.
I'm not gonna mention that. You don't see him fucking yawning, huh?
Sucks to suck.
I'm gonna eat you in your sleep.
You want to talk about that?
17 hours is
No.
cute. I've been through worse.
I guess he is an army man.
He is an army man. Yeah, no, he's got that on you. Fuck you. You can fucking take a nap. Take a nap right there.
One time when
Go
I
take
was
a- no, no,
deployed,
go take a
you're
nap.
never gonna hear the end of this. One time when I was deployed,
I know we're not.
well, there were some people that got sick. That we had like a COVID breakout, and we had a mission coming up. And when there's a vessel at the port, we have to be there 12 hours a day, 24 hours a day. But we only had enough people for one shift. Barely enough people for one shift. There's people off doing missions in other countries too, and there was a lot of people that were sick. So we only had enough people for like, wow, everybody just goes on their phone. Wow, never mind.
No. Continue. I'm just
No,
dude,
I'm
you-
getting-
No, it's okay, I'll stop.
No. I'm listening. I'm just getting my order ready for the McDonald's app because we only have 20 minutes until
I'm just
McDonald's
dying to
closes.
play
Oh,
Elden
shit.
Ring, bro. I'm
That is
sorry.
a good fucking
Okay.
point, Charlie.
They and so we had to wait like another day and a half after the mission starts until the our people got back and they could get on
Really?
another shift.
What is your issue?
No, it's okay. I'll
Because
stop.
we're all on the
No,
phone.
no,
I'm
genuinely
listening. I'm listening. I just
So we
that's
had to
why I said
combine our
something.
shifts and work a triple shift. I had to work a 36-hour shift.
God
And I
fucking
could
damn,
only
dude.
I could only sleep during our lunch times, which was at 12, which was at from midnight to 1 a.m., 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., and 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. So I would just take four 1 hour naps a day.
God damn, dude.
And you're complaining about a 17-hour shift.
About a 17-hour shift.
I'm just saying, Charlie. If you think this is as bad as it gets, it can get way worse.
Real.
Is what I have to say.
How the fuck can I? 1, 2. Why can't I add this to my? It says, I just can't add that to my bag. It's cool. It's whatever.
What time are we at, Charlie?
We're at... Sorry, I'm ordering McDonald's. 1 hour and 19 minutes. Currently. How are we feeling? Are we...
Charlie, what is it gonna take for you to play Bloodborne?
I'm gassing out.
60 FPS. is what
Yeah,
it's gonna
real.
take.
See, I can
60
handle
FPS.
it. Isn't it worth playing Bloodborne though?
Yes.
Like, right?
It's just a great game. Truly.
Yeah. Just the sounds are really cool. Like the sounds everything makes. Like when you shoot an enemy, it goes ping, and they like get staggered, and then you go.
No, I know it's a great game because
Visuals are
everyone
cool.
talks about it, but see, I've explained the story. I don't know if I explained it on the podcast, so I'll explain it right now. You guys are probably already calling me a bitch for the gamers, like, he can't play 30 frames.
Did you get it? Did you
Get what?
Because mine says this menu item is not available.
You're ordering the wrong thing. I don't know what to tell you.
I guess.
So I was not allowed to play a lot of video games growing up. I only had the Nintendo, which isn't like competitive games. Splatoon! Yeah, Splatoon was my shooter game on the Wii U. Like those were 30 frames at the time, but they weren't competitive games. They weren't difficult games. You know, fucking Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, fucking just normal Mario Bros, shit like that. So now that once I finally was able to get a PlayStation and get these games, Rainbow Six Siege, Call of Duty, etc., 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 they're all 60 frames. So I never had that experience of difficult games on 30 frames, so I just can't do it.
Damn, Charlie, you got lucky because I can't order anything.
Man, that sucks for you.
Nerd.
I'm gonna be honest, Charlie. I didn't like Bloodborne at first for the same reason, because it looked hella weird. But after you start playing it, you kind of get used to it. You do get used to it.
Fair. Well, I guess I'm ordering.
Dinner's
Taco
about to
Bell.
end. Remove dinner item to continue ordering.
Oh, no.
Damn. We gotta go right now.
Shit.
Why?
Alright, because we can't mobile order.
Oh, no way.
I want McDonald's.
You want
He wants
McDonald's?
McDonald's.
Wow.
ASAP.
We're
I wanna
stopping
go
the
play Elden Ring.
podcast
Stopping
early
the podcast for
McDonald's.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
All right.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Sorry for the abrupt ending.
Sorry for the abrupt ending. Fuck.
Bye, Piss Bit.
Good night.